If you live with a cat, you've probably noticed that your relationship with them is built on subtle cues. Cats don't give themselves away right away. They observe, they test, they wait. And when they finally trust you, it's because you've earned something truly valuable. But that trust, so hard to earn, can be broken by actions that seem small, but have a huge emotional impact on your cat. In today's video, we're going to show you 7 things you should never do to your cat, because they can make your cat stop trusting you for good. And you might be making some of these mistakes without even realizing it. Today is the day to change that. And if you enjoy learning more about your pet's behavior and want to give them a happier, healthier life, subscribe to our channel. We post daily videos made with care and responsibility just for you. Making sudden changes to their environment. Cats are creatures of habit. They feel safe when they know their surroundings well. Every corner, every smell, every sound. That's why sudden changes in the space where your cat lives can have a much bigger emotional impact than you might think. Moving furniture around, changing the location of the litter box or food bowl, or even bringing new objects into the house can leave your cat completely disoriented. And if the change is even bigger, like a renovation or moving to a new home, the effect can be devastating. Your cat might hide, stop eating, become aggressive, or even develop stress-related health issues. When the environment changes abruptly, your cat may start associating that instability with you. They begin to see you as someone who takes away their sense of safety, and that deeply shakes their trust. So, whenever you need to make changes, think about your cat. Do it gradually. Keep familiar objects nearby, preserve the sense they know, and give them time to adjust. If possible, create safe zones where they can retreat while the rest of the space changes. Ignoring signs of discomfort. Cats are constantly communicating, and not just by meowing. They use their body, their eyes, the position of their ears, the movement of their tail. Every gesture is a message. And when a cat is uncomfortable, they make it very clear. The problem is that many people don't notice or simply ignore these signals. A cat with ears pinned back, a hunched body, a rapidly flicking tail, or wide eyes is saying they don't like what's happening. It could be a mistimed pet, a loud noise, an unexpected visitor, or an approach that's too fast. And when these signs are ignored, the cat feels invaded, disrespected. They stop coming close, avoid contact, and may become more withdrawn. Betraying trust with traps. One of the most damaging mistakes in a relationship with a cat is using their trust as a trap. This happens, for example, when you call your cat with a treat, give them a pet, and then suddenly put them in a carrier to go to the vet. Or when you lure them with toys and then grab them to give medicine. These situations might seem harmless, but to a cat, they're betrayals. They come to you because they trust you. They accept affection because they feel safe. And when that closeness ends in something unpleasant, they learn they can't trust you anymore. They stop responding when you call, avoid your lap, and may even hide when they see you approaching with something in your hands. A cat's trust is built through small gestures and can be destroyed by a single negative experience. That's why it's so important to be honest with them. If you need to take them to the vet, try to get them used to the carrier gradually, leaving it out in the open with blankets and toys. If you need to give medicine, use techniques that don't involve trickery, like hiding the pill in a treat they already know. Even more important, after a difficult experience, offer affection, time, and space so they can recover. Show them that even when something unpleasant happens, you're still a safe and trustworthy presence. Forcing affection, or holding them against their will. Many people think all cats love being held, cuddled, and snuggled. But that's not true. Cats are independent animals and have a strong sense of control over their own bodies. When you try to hold a cat against their will, even with the best intentions, they don't see it as affection. They see it as a threat. Imagine being in a place where you can't move, someone is holding you tightly, and you have no way to escape. That's how a cat feels when they're grabbed by force. And that kind of situation can cause major stress and create a negative association with you. Over time, your cat may start avoiding you. They won't jump into your lap, won't come when you call, and may even hide when you approach. All because they've learned that being near you might mean losing control over their body. Affection with cats needs to be offered respectfully. Watch for signs. If they come close, rub against you, lie down beside you, those are invitations for contact. But if they pull away, turn their head, or try to leave your lap, respect that. Using strong-smelling products. A cat's sense of smell is incredibly sensitive. For them, the world is experienced much more through scent than through sight or sound. That means any product with a strong aroma, like perfumes, disinfectants, air fresheners, or even some cosmetics, can be extremely uncomfortable. Many people put on perfume and then go to pet their cat. Or they clean the house with heavily scented products, not realizing that what smells nice to us can be overwhelming to them. The result, the cat avoids you, won't sit in your lap, stops sleeping in certain places, and may even show signs of stress like excessive grooming or isolation. Beyond discomfort, some of these products can be toxic. Essential oils, for example, are popular in diffusers, but many are dangerous for cats, even in small amounts. It's best to use neutral, fragrance-free options, and always check that the ingredients are safe for pets. Yelling or speaking loudly to your cat. Have you ever found yourself raising your voice at your cat when they do something wrong? Maybe they knock something over, scratch the couch, or peed outside the litter box. The instinctive reaction for many people is to yell, thinking it will teach them a lesson. But with cats, that doesn't work. Cats don't understand scolding the way dogs do. They don't connect your tone of voice to what they did. What they actually feel is fear. And that kind of behavior can break the trust they have in you. Cats are very sensitive to their environment and to human emotions. If you become a source of stress, they'll start avoiding you. They'll hide, stop coming near, and may even reject affection. Physical punishment. It may seem obvious, but it's still important to say, never, under any circumstances, hit your cat. Not with your hand, not with objects, not with shoves. Even a light tap can have a deep emotional impact. Cats don't understand physical punishment as a correction. They only feel pain, fear, and confusion. When you physically punish a cat, even in a moment of frustration, they don't learn to stop doing something. They learn that you're unpredictable, that your presence is dangerous, and that breaks trust in a way that's almost impossible to repair. The fear caused by this kind of punishment can lead to defensive behaviors like aggression, isolation, or even stress-related health problems. A cat that lives in fear isn't living a good life. If your cat is doing something you don't like, scratching furniture or jumping on forbidden surfaces, there are respectful and effective ways to correct it. Redirect their behavior, offer alternatives, use positive reinforcement. All of that works much better than any kind of punishment. Cats are sensitive, intelligent, and highly observant creatures. They know when they're being respected, and they also know when they're being ignored, forced, or punished. And once trust is broken, it can take a long time to rebuild. In some cases, it never goes back to how it was. So if you love your cat and want to maintain a genuine relationship with them, avoid these behaviors that can turn a bond of affection into a life marked by fear and distance. If this video helped you better understand your cat's behavior, give it a like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future content, and tell us in the comments. Which of these actions have you seen someone do without realizing it was harmful? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.